Right now, you are thinking in your native language, then translating to English in your head, then speaking. This makes you slow. This makes you tired, and this is why you cannot speak fluently. But what if you could skip the translation step? What if you could think directly in English?
That is what we're talking about today. How to stop translating and start thinking in English. This is the skill that separates advanced speakers from beginners. And yes, you can learn it. Stay with us.
Welcome to English Today 77. I am Mia.
And I am James. Thank you for being here today. If you are new to our channel, we help you learn real English through clear conversations. We speak slowly, we explain things simply, and we help you improve naturally.
Today's topic is one of the most requested topics from our listeners. How do I think in English? How do I stop translating? We get this question almost every week, and today we are finally answering it in detail.
But before we get into the how, let me ask you something. Do you translate in your head when you speak English? Be honest. I think most of you do, and that is completely normal. Every language learner starts by translating. The problem is when you stay in that stage for too long, when you never move past it.
Let me explain what I mean. When you are a beginner, translation is necessary. You hear a word in English. You do not know what it means, so you translate it to your language. You understand it. That is good. That is how you learn new words. But as you get better, you need to move away from translation. You need to start connecting English words directly to meanings, not through your native language, directly.
Here's an example. When I say the word dog, what happens in your mind? If you are still translating, your brain does this. You hear dog, your brain translates it to your language, your brain thinks of the animal, then your brain translates back to English if you need to speak. That's 3 steps. Hear, translate, understand, or think, translate, speak.
But if you think in English, your brain does this. You hear dog, your brain immediately thinks of the animal. No translation, just direct connection. 1 step instead of 3. This is so much faster. This is how native speakers think, and this is what you need to learn.
Now, some of you might be thinking, but James, I've been translating for years. How can I change that? Is it even possible? The answer is yes, it is absolutely possible. Your brain is flexible. Your brain can learn new patterns. It just takes practice and the right techniques.
So let us talk about those techniques. How do you actually stop translating and start thinking in English? We have 6 powerful techniques for you today. Are you ready?
Technique number 1. Label things in your environment. This is the easiest technique to start with. Look around your room right now. You see objects, a table, a chair, a lamp, a window, a phone. Right now, when you see these objects, your brain probably thinks of them in your native language. We want to change that.
Starting today, when you see an object, say its English name in your mind or out loud. Look at your phone, say phone. Look at your cup, say cup. Look at the door, say door. Do this many times every day. Repeat it again and again. What you are doing is creating a direct connection between the object and the English word. You are training your brain to skip the translation.
You can take this further. Put sticky notes on objects in your house. Write the English name on the note. Stick it on the object. Every time you see the object, you see the English word. Your brain starts associating them directly. This is a very simple technique, but it is very effective. Effective means it works well.
I did this when I was learning French. I put sticky notes everywhere. On my fridge, it said refrigerator in French. On my mirror, it said mirror in French. On my bed, it said bed in French. After a few weeks, I did not need the notes anymore. When I looked at my bed, my brain automatically thought the French word. No translation, just the word.
Technique number 2. Describe your actions in English as you do them. This is similar to something we talked about in a previous episode, but here we're doing it for a specific reason, to train your brain to think in English in real time.
As you go through your day, narrate what you are doing in English. Narrate means to describe like you are telling a story. I am making coffee. I am pouring water. The water is hot. I am adding sugar. Now I am stirring. I am taking a sip. The coffee tastes good. Say these things in your mind or out loud as you do them.
At first, this will feel very slow and difficult. You will want to think in your language and translate. Resist that. Resist means to fight against something, to not give in. Force yourself to think the English words directly. Even if you have to pause, even if you have to think hard. Over time, it will get easier and easier. Your brain will start doing it automatically.
And here's the key. Don't worry if you don't know a word. If you don't know how to say something, describe it in simple English. For example, you don't know the word kettle. You can say, the thing I use to heat water. That's fine. You're still thinking in English. You're still building the habit.
Are you understanding this so far? These first 2 techniques are about building direct associations. Associations means connections in your mind, between objects and English words, between actions and English words. No translation in the middle.
Technique number 3. Use only English when you talk to yourself. Many people talk to themselves in their heads. You think about your day, you think about your plans, you think about your worries. All of this happens in your native language, right? We want you to start doing it in English.
This is harder than the previous 2 techniques, but it is also more powerful. When you think about your day in English, you're using complex language. Complex means more advanced, not just simple words. You're using past tense, future tense, opinions, emotions. This is real thinking. This is the kind of thinking you need to do when you have real conversations.
Start with simple thoughts. Today, I need to go to the supermarket. I need to buy milk and bread. What time should I go? Maybe after lunch. See? Simple thoughts, simple sentences. Then, slowly make them more complex. I need to go to the supermarket today, but I'm not sure what time is best. If I go in the morning, it will be less crowded, but I have a meeting until noon, so maybe I should go in the afternoon around 2.
This technique is amazing because you can practice it anywhere, anytime. You don't need a book. You don't need a teacher. You just need your own thoughts. And the more you do it, the more natural it becomes. Eventually, you will find that English thoughts come to you automatically, without trying. That's when you know it's working.
Let me share a story. I have a friend named Maria from Spain. Maria studied English for many years. Her grammar was good, her vocabulary was good, but she spoke very slowly. Every sentence took a long time because she was translating in her head. I suggested this technique to her. Think in English, even your private thoughts.
Did she do it? At first, she said it was too hard. She kept slipping back into Spanish. Slipping back means returning to old habits. But she kept trying. Every day, she forced herself to think some thoughts in English. After about 2 months, something changed. She told me, "Mia, I was thinking about what to cook for dinner, and I realized I was thinking in English. I didn't try, it just happened." She was so excited. And from that moment, her speaking improved dramatically. Dramatically means by a very large amount.
That is a perfect example of how this technique works. It's hard at first, but if you keep doing it, it becomes natural. And when it becomes natural, your speaking becomes so much faster and more fluent. Technique number 4. Read in English without translating. When most people read in English, they translate every sentence in their head. They read a sentence, they translate it, they understand it, then they read the next sentence. This is very slow, and it keeps you stuck in translation mode.
Instead, try to read and understand directly in English. How do you do this? First, choose reading material that is at your level or slightly below your level. If the text is too difficult, you will have to translate just to understand. So, choose something easier. Children's books are great for this. Short stories. As you read, try to visualize what is happening. Visualize means to see pictures in your mind. Don't translate the words, just see the story in your mind. For example, you read, "The boy ran to the tree." Don't think about how to say that in your language. Just see a picture in your mind of a boy running to a tree. Connect the English words directly to the images and meanings.
If you come across
For example, imagine you are at a coffee shop. You walk in. You see the menu. You think in English. I want a latte. Should I get a small or medium? Medium is better. I also want a cookie. That chocolate cookie looks good. Now you walk to the counter. The barista says, "Hi, what can I get for you?" You say, in your mind and out loud, "Hi, can I get a medium latte and a chocolate cookie, please?"
Notice that in this entire scenario, you are thinking in English. You are not thinking in your language and translating. This kind of mental practice is incredibly valuable. Valuable means very useful and important. When the real situation comes, you will be much more ready, and your brain will already be in English mode.
These 6 techniques are your tools. Use them every day. Some days use 1 or 2 techniques. Other days use all 6. The key is consistency. Consistency means doing something regularly over time. The more you practice, the more natural thinking in English will become.
I want to address one more thing before we summarize. Some people ask, how long does it take to start thinking in English? The answer is different for everyone. It depends on how much you practice. It depends on your current level. It depends on how much you immerse yourself.
But I can tell you this. If you practice these techniques every day, you will start to notice small changes in just a few weeks. You will notice English words coming to your mind faster. You will notice yourself thinking simple thoughts in English without trying. After a few months, the changes will be much bigger. After 6 months to a year of consistent practice, thinking in English can become very natural.
The important thing is to not give up. Some days it will feel hard. Some days you will feel like you are not making progress. That is normal. Keep going. Your brain is changing even when you do not feel it. Trust the process.
All right, let us do our summary.
Today, we talked about how to stop translating and start thinking in English. We explained that translation makes you slow. It adds extra steps between thinking and speaking. Thinking directly in English is faster and more natural.
We gave you 6 techniques.
Technique 1. Label things in your environment. Create direct connections between objects and English words.
Technique 2. Describe your actions in English as you do them. Narrate your day in English.
Technique 3. Use only English when you talk to yourself. Think your private thoughts in English.
Technique 4. Read in English without translating. Visualize the meaning instead of translating the words.
Technique 5. Immerse yourself in English. Surround yourself with English through technology and media.
Technique 6. Practice with specific scenarios. Imagine situations and think through them in English.
These techniques work. They really do, but only if you use them. Knowing about them is not enough. You have to actually do them, starting today.
Now we want to hear from you. Do you currently translate in your head when you speak English? Have you ever had a moment where you thought in English without trying? Tell us your experience in the comments. We read every comment.
And if you have any questions about today's episode, about any technique, about any word we used, please write your question in the comments. We will answer you.
If this episode helped you, please hit the like button. It helps more English learners find this video. And subscribe to English Today 77. Turn on the notification bell. We create new episodes regularly to help you improve your English and build confidence.
Share this episode with a friend who is learning English. Share it with someone who speaks slowly because they are translating in their head. This episode could really help them.
Thank you for listening today. Thank you for your time and your effort. Learning to think in a new language is not easy, but it is possible, and you can do it.
Start using one technique today. Just one. That's all you need to begin. Small steps lead to big changes.
We'll see you in the next episode. Keep practicing. Keep thinking in English. Keep growing.
Goodbye, everyone. Happy learning.
Goodbye. See you next time.